The UFC in 2024 has been, for me personally, fairly negative, okay? But today we're focusing on the positives, okay? We're focusing on the positive moments of the UFC in 2024, and today I thought I would list my favorite moments of the UFC in 2024. Okay, so this video, I ain't gonna kill myself. In the next one, when I go over the worst moments, I'm gonna kill myself. I might die halfway through the video. If that happens, it is what it is. But today we're focusing on the positives. Okay, happy vibes, guys, happy vibes. Anyway, let's get straight into it, man. So starting off with the first best moment that I'm gonna go over for the UFC in 2024. We're going to the first event of the year. Okay, we got Silva barking. Now listen, bro, hear me out real quick, okay? Bro, I don't have a fetish or nothing. I swear to God, I do not have a fetish or nothing, okay? But this was autism personified. The action of Silva barking into the mic after beating up fucking Weston Wilson, the most sore UFC fighter of all time. The autism it activated neurons within my brain, man. Like it went beyond crazy, man. This shit was so funny, bro. I was on the Silva fucking hype train before anyone else, okay? I'm a day one Silva fan, okay? I ain't gonna hear no different. Bro, when this guy beat up Wilson Hayes and started barking, it was the funniest shit ever, and I decided from there on out, I'm going to support this guy. I'm gonna be a ride or die for this guy. See, this is why me and Silva are boys, man. Cause I got an autistic little brother. Silva's autistic. Okay? Otherwise, he's a furry, and in that case, I don't fuck with that. But Silva barking was fucking hilarious, man. I loved it. That was my first, top moment of the UFC in 2024. Moving on to the second one. For number 2, we got Diego Lopes KOing Sodiq Yusuff. Now, why was this such a great moment for me, bro? Ever since the Everworth fight, I've been looking at this Diego Lopes guy like, bro, this guy's different, bro. This guy's different. This guy's gonna rise. And to see it happen, obviously, we're at a point now where he's practically guaranteed the title shot. But to see this happen has been so beautiful. But for me, when I knew it was guaranteed that Diego Lopes was going to the top, is when he KO'd Sodiq Yusuff in literally a minute. Like, KO'd the guy in I think a minute and a half. Okay? And listen, man, I ain't got no problem with Sodiq Yusuff. It could have been anyone else. But to see Diego Lopes, have that fight with Everworth, then he gets one of the fucking coolest submissions I've ever saw, right? Then he gets a KO. And by the way, he does both of these in about a minute at a time. And then he KOs a top 15 ranked guy in a minute and 30 seconds. For me, I was like, bro, this guy's the most dangerous guy at featherweight, man. This guy's the most dangerous guy. I felt so vindicated, man. Because this year as a whole has been really bad for who I wanted to win. But Diego Lopes went out there, KO'd Sodiq Yusuff in a minute and a half. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful to witness. It wasn't my highlight 300, but it was probably like my second or third favorite moment, just because of how like crazy 300 was. But yeah, man, this was fucking beautiful to witness. No. Is this basic? Yes. Does it have to be here though? Another yes. Okay. Bro, this has got the craziest reaction out of me while watching the sport. Craziest reaction. I was I was whisper screaming at like 4 a.m. Okay, literally fucking combusting into flames. Okay, I was literally combusting into flames. I felt my heart leave my body. This is the craziest moment ever, man. Like, if you don't have this in your top moments, you're either trying to be different or you're just retarded. It's one of the two. Because this could like be a top 3 UFC moment all time. Okay, never mind this year. All time. This is here not for like personal reasons. Like, you know, like with like Diego and Gene, because you know the fighters that I like. I do like Max, but you know, this was just the moment. It just was. It was the moment of UFC 300. It stole the show. It was crazy, man. Okay, so you have to have this here. Next up, we got Return of the motherfucking King. The King. Okay, I fucking love Jose Aldo. Okay, my featherweight coat. I will do anything in my power to push him up the GOAT debate. I do not care. I was so upset when he got retired by my most hated. I've never hated a fighter before. I've disliked fighters. I've never hated a fighter before Merab Devalush really existed. When Jose Aldo, okay, one of my top like 3 favorite fighters of all time, got fucking retired by my most hated fighter of all time. Do you know how upset I was? Do you know how much like emotional pain was caused that day? Do you know how much disdain built up within my heart? You don't. It was a sad time, and he retired, and I thought it was done like that. You know, he had his little boxing matches that I watched, but when it came to MMA, it seemed like my Rab, sport ruining prick, sent my boy into retirement. He ain't going out like that though. He ain't going out like that. So he comes back, he fights the young up and comer, Jonathan Martinez, and he pimp slaps that kid. Okay, he beats him up, he batters him, he schools him, he shows him a lesson in mixed martial arts, because Jose Aldo's a goat. Okay, now listen, Mario Batista might have ruined it, fucking prick. Okay, but listen, man, Aldo ain't gonna go out like that either. Mario Batista's gonna die at some point in time. But this moment, this was the highlight of the pay-per-view, because it was a shit pay-per-view. This was the highlight of the pay-per-view. This was one of the greatest moments of the year. Return of the King. It was fucking beautiful, man. Okay, next up we got Midgets Mad. Okay, and listen, I'm well aware of how this fight turned out. It was the most disappointing fight like of the year, maybe. Okay, because I was so hyped going into this, and I'm sure these guys like fighting at the weigh-in, but when I say Midgets Mad, I just mean the entire build-up towards this fight was so fucking hype. But listen, I predicted when Mokaev made his debut that he'd be a champion. Okay, I predicted that he was young, he's gonna be a champion. Okay, and when he was making up, I felt like a genius, but I wanted Benoit Saint Denis to win this fight. Benoit Saint Denis was cooler. And fuck Mokaev. Not fuck Mokaev, he should never been caught, that was disgusting. But, you know, this build-up was so fucking hype, man. Just see these 2 little midgets getting into street fights constantly, headbutting each other, sucker punching each other, can't even weigh in without trying to fight each other. Now the fight turned out horrible. Okay, the highlight of the fight was Mokaev getting a bit, you know, getting a bit crazy. You know, getting a bit frisky, getting a bit gay. But ignore the fight. The build up to this was fucking beautiful. Midgets Mad. What a moment, honestly. Next up, we got the fraud check. Oh, this was beautiful. This was orgasmic, bro. This was, sorry, I'm so sorry. Ignore that. This was beautiful though, man. This was fucking, I was so sick and tired of the Benoit Saint Denis glaze. This guy looked horrible against Dustin Poirier. He didn't look fucking like different to any other contender coming up. Okay. Wow. He fucking had his hands down swinging like a fucking retard against Thiago Moises. I was so fucking confused about why people saw this guy as a future champion. What did you see? What did you see in Benoit Saint Denis to think that this guy was going to be not even champion, a top 5 contender? He's not good. He's not good. He's going to be a guy that bounces in and out of the top 15. He's just about top 15 level. He's not top 10 level at all. I'd pick Drew Dober to beat him. I think Bobby Green would beat him. I don't think he's that good. Jalen Turner would put him into a pack. Okay? Benoit Saint Denis is not that good. He's not. And now his chin is probably gone, which he depended on so fucking much. He's clearly not on that level on the ground. He's striking sloppy as fuck. But even when this guy got knocked out by the worst looking version of Dustin Poirier we saw in years, people were somehow still high on this guy. He had such a manufactured aura as well. This guy had zero fucking... He don't have aura, bro. I get it was in the military. He has no aura. It's such a manufactured aura. It was such a narrative. Such a fake narrative. That Benoit Saint Denis was never that good. And I was so fucking happy and gassed to see me get proved right. Benoit was never that good. He isn't, and he's not going to be. And to see that be proven, and to, you know, I feel like, even though he got fraud checked, he didn't really get fraud checked against Poirier because it's Dustin Poirier, but people were still glazing him like crazy after that fight, acting like it was a fluke. Bro, Dustin wasn't even fucking locked in that fight. He was fighting lackadaisical, bro. And Benoit still got flatlined. To see this, it was so beautiful, man. It was so beautiful. I felt so vindicated. Just magnificent. Chef kiss, okay? Next up, we got a moment that was actually on the same card. It was Bryan Battle. Fuck. Oh, I broke my throat. It was Bryan Battle, the Butcher, okay? You know, I've been a Bryan Battle fan ever since he was on The Ultimate Fighter. You know, I've always thought he's cool. I always thought he's a cool guy. I follow him on Instagram. I always see him with like kids, you know, helping out kids, training kids and shit. I was like, I fuck with this guy, okay? And to see my boy go out there, absolutely starts this fucking fraud Kevin Doucette, who people thought would beat Bryan Battle. You thought the Frenchman would beat Bryan Battle? Are you crazy? Are you crazy in your head, man? Are you crazy in your head? Bro, come on now. Come on now. Bryan Battle, you know, is really good in my opinion. Got beat by Renat. I think he'd beat Renat now. Renat is a fraud. But he goes out there. He absolutely volume strikes Kevin Doucette. Absolutely bullies him. And then gets on the mic and mocks the French. Mocked them relentlessly, okay? For me, listen, Bryan Battle's been going by the Butcher for a while now. He used to go by what was it? It was like Jew Bear or something like that, or Jew Boo Bear, something. I don't know if it was Jew. It was something Bear, Boo Boo Bear, something like that. Okay, he went by like Boo Boo Bear or something. And then you saw a bit of the Butcher come out when he fought Angelusa, and Angelusa bitch out. But this is when the Butcher for me really came out of Bryan Battle. And bro, Bryan Battle's that guy now. Bryan Battle's going straight to the top, man. Okay, we're getting the title run from Bryan Battle. Believe it, okay? He's going to destroy Randy Brown. I fuck with Randy Brown as well, but this was such a cool moment. And yeah, next up, we just got the GOAT, man. We just got the GOAT, okay? Jake Hadley versus Cameron Smotherman. I fucking love Jake Hadley, man. This guy's such a weird looking creature. You're such a weird looking individual, okay? Like, please tell me this guy doesn't look like Boss Baby, bro. This guy looks like Boss Baby, okay? You know, Jake Hadley actually came up with the technique of punching people. Like, Jake Hadley does this little thing where, you know, he curls his fist in and he hits someone in the face. You know, Jake Hadley actually does this thing where when someone tries to hit him, he moves out of the way. Jake Hadley's that guy, man. I fucking love watching Jake Hadley fight because he just doesn't like, bro, he's so content just being on the outside, moving about, doing nothing, and he's really funny looking, okay? And he lost, they cut the goat, but he's gonna go to One or Brave or, you know, fucking PFL. He's gonna become double champ in all those promotions. He'll come back to the UFC and teach these kids a lesson, okay? But for now, this was the final appearance of the GOAT in the UFC. I fuck with Jake Hadley like heavily because he's funny looking. Anyway, next up, we got Micky Gall, Avenged. Okay, Micky Gall is up there with Jake Hadley as one of the greatest fighters of all time. This guy beat Phil Brooks, bro. Okay, and then you get this little prick, Phil Hafez. Okay, coming in thinking he owns the place. Fucking beating Micky Gall. My 7-7 GOAT, Micky Gall. You can't get away with that, man. You can't get away with that, okay? Anyone who beats Micky Gall is doomed, okay? It's doomed to get fucked up at some point in time. And that happened here when Aben Elliott knocks out Hafez. This was so beautiful to watch. You don't do that to my boy and get away with that. Actually, the Micky Gall curse is a real thing, you know. So it's a real thing. Because, you know that guy who just knocks him out, the Albanian guy? Yo, you're getting knocked out soon, bro. Okay? And Aben is going straight to the top. Because he did the duty of knocking out Hafez. And whoever knocks out the Albanian dude, you're going straight to the top as well. You don't fuck with Micky Gall and get away with it, bro. Okay? Now, this was really funny, though. It was a crazy knockout, but you know, my boy Micky Gall got avenged. It was beautiful. Now the final moment that I've got in my favorite moments of the UFC in 2024 is New Kid on the Block. The debut of one of my new favorite fighters, Xia Long. This guy is so goated. This guy has that he's got that it factor, bro. He's got that thing that Gene Silva gave me when he first came into the UFC. This kid is literally the next Gene Silva, but Chinese and bantamweight. Xia Long was so funny. Constantly doing the Holloway point. Swinging like a madman. Fucking being 26 years old and having like 40 MMA fights. Screaming at the mic after. Xia Long is going straight to the top, man. Okay, sometimes I just look at a fighter and I just know they got it. So best believe Xia Long was quickly signed to the Persona fight team. Okay, quickly signed. And he's the new kid on the block. He's my hottest prospect right now. Okay, well no, it's Gene Silva. Because, you know, but Xia Long will get there. Xia Long will get there, okay? He's my hottest prospect. He's the new kid on the block. He's the next big thing. He's the next superstar out of Asia. I swear to God. Nah, for real though, this guy just had like autism and I loved it. So, you know, there's a theme here. I fuck with autism heavy. But anyway, man, that's it done. Those are my favourite moments of the UFC in 2024. Next time, we got a more negative video where I'm probably going to commit a certain action. We've got the worst moments of the UFC this year, in my opinion. You know, let's hope I can make it through that without doing some very bad things to myself. I got a lot of moments, but yeah, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe in a bit.